How's it going, guys? We're going to do another unboxing today. We're going to be looking at the FireDisc G-Walk 36, and this is how it arrived at my door. And needless to say, I've seen packages in better condition that were thrown off the back of a pickup, to be honest with you. It's pretty beat up throughout the whole thing. I went ahead and cut the saran wrap just so you could see how it came. I don't know if this is how they ship them all, or if this was an exception and they already had a damaged box and decided to saran wrap it or what. But you can, here's some details. I ended up going with, I think, the red version. It's powder coated, 36 inches tall, and I went with the shallow, I guess walk you would say, versus they have two different ones, and I wanted more of a cowboy walk, a Discada style, and that's why I chose this one here. I'll show you this other side here, more of the same information, but you can see how everything's pretty exposed. But hopefully it should be fine. This thing seems like it's made out of quality materials, and it's actually overbuilt from the research I've done. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this stuff off, and we'll get right into it. Alright, I went ahead and cut everything off, so let's get right into this here. You can see how badly I didn't do anything to this box besides take the saran wrap. You can see how bad it got thrown around from the shipping company, but looks like we have a little bag. That's kind of cool. I've never seen a company throw in kind of one of these. It's a cheap little backpack, but still, it's a bag. Then we got, wow, it got tossed around in here as well, as you can see. We have the disc itself, which I just happened to open on accident. And we'll set that over here for now. Then let's see, we got more packaging, and the actual unit itself, and everything seems to be in okay condition. But let me go ahead and take the wrapping off of this. It looks like that's for the propane. Take the wrapping off and then make it a little easier for you guys to see. So give me a second. Alright, this is, I went ahead and took everything apart so we can see here. This is a 22-inch disc, and this says, I think between the unit, it weighs between 55 and 60 pounds, and I'll be honest with you, I believe it. It's pretty heavy, which I'm impressed with the build quality. I'm not impressed with the packaging, to be honest with you. This is a really nice disc. Kind of happy I ended up going with this one. It took a lot of convincing, to be honest, because of the price. You can see it's hard to tell, but the disc itself took a pretty bad beating. It's all chipped and scuffed up from the packaging. I'm not too worried about the bottom, to be honest with you. It's going on the stand anyway, so it's gonna get beat up. But here's the disc, or the plow disc. Designed in the US. It's just a fancy way of saying we came up with the idea here. This is the actual stand itself. There's two pieces to it. This is what attracted me to this, is how easy it is to set up and tear down. I was debating between going with the shorter version or going with this version, and we'll see when I start to use it on, if I like this height or not. And then inside of the stuff sack that we had, this fell off. I don't know where it was placed, but this is just a regulator that screws in. And then instead of the actual stuff sack, which was, it looks like some assembly instructions and an owner's manual and a little thank you or whatever from the CEO and co-founder. And then it came with a little FireDisc hat. It's a cheap little cheesy hat, but you know, I'm gonna use it. I'll use it for around the house. Hey, it's better than nothing, I'll tell you that much. And then I opted out to getting a few more, or a couple more accessories. You know, this was a tough pill to swallow because of the price. I have some of these already, but they call this the ultimate cooking weapon. And this is, I mean, at the price they were asking for, it was a lot more than what you can find of just a generic one. But this is actually really heavy. This is a really good quality. The spatula here, I really like this so far. It has a little hook so you can hook up on the FireDisc, so you're not having to set it anywhere. And then I opted to get the Fire Power Orifice. I think this adds another 10,000 BTUs. I got it just in case. I'm not going to use it right away because I don't know if I need that many BTUs to begin with. I don't know. I have to look on how many BTUs this has again. But I'll go ahead and set this up just so you can see how easy it is. Obviously I'll put the regulator on after this video or whatever, but let me set you down here. I don't know if you're in frame, but you just grab the two pieces like so and you connect them and you're essentially good to go. Then you grab your disc and you're set up to cook. It was that easy, you know. It's they call this the countertop height. I don't know, it was tough to tell between the two, but I think it might be a little too high for me. I prefer to cook a little bit lower, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out, and then you can see how you got the disc or the scoop ladle or whatever you call it. So here's an overview. It's a completely powder coated frame. And they're saying you can do all sorts of things. I don't know. I guess I'll put it through its paces. You know, they call it the ultimate cooking machine. But I do like it. It seems like a quality unit. This is where you screw in that regulator right here. And this is the orifice. It looks like that you swap out that you saw me show there. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm probably gonna do. I don't know if I'll do a film or attach it to the seasoning. We'll see, I guess. But I plan on doing some fried rice on it and see how it turns out. And if it turns out, then I'll make a video. So, all right, guys. Thanks.